Why do something different?
I'm always
Right.
late with something. You know, I know I got the Facebook Live going, right? I got the recording of the show going. The recording of the video on OBS is a little late, but that's all right.
Better late than never.
That's right. Hey man, you know what? I love you guys, man. I love these guys right here because you know what? Great minds think alike, man. And we make it do what it do every time we get together right here at Genesis Radio, man.
Totally unscripted.
Unscripted. We just regular dudes from down the street having a conversation. Everybody walking in the studio said, "What we talking about today, man?" I said, "I don't know." You know, big shout out to my man Damian Sparks. You know, he put me on blast on Facebook the other day. You know, Damian Sparks was my first engineer when I first started doing radio. You know, he had the Reject Show, and the TP Square Show came on right before the Reject Show, right?
Wow.
So I would go up to the radio station and check in, and Damon would and DJ Define would be there, and they would engineer my show for me while I would be up in there bumping my gums. And he put me on blast the other day on the radio, man. I gotta get him up here one day. And he said, I talked about taking the COVID vaccine, right? And I didn't want to take the COVID vaccine. But he said, man, you jiving. He just trolling for a show topic. You know what I mean? But nah, bro.
Damn.
I'm for real. I'm gonna take that COVID vaccine. But anyway, we're gonna jump right into this topic right now. You know, I'm gonna start with you, Rud. What makes people family, man? You know, is it just the blood? Is it the DNA, or is it a relationship?
It's what you call it, man. Whatever is in your mind, however you perceive the person. It don't have to be blood. You know what I mean? But me personally, I judge everybody on a case by case basis. It ain't no list of things you got to check. You can check all the boxes, and I still might not think you're fam.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to judge everybody the same way I hope they judge me, you know, on a case-to-case basis. I hope they don't put me in a box with everybody and their mans and them. Like, you know, all them cats over there in Genesis, they all suckers.
Put them in the same book. You know what I mean?
But that don't mean we all sucker-free over here. You might have, you know, I'm just saying. We pride ourselves in being sucker-free.
Oh, absolutely. We try to be.
But it's whatever the perception in somebody's head, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know.
But you family, without a doubt, there was no ever a question about that.
Man,
I knew that long time ago.
Never
Long time.
Back to the Pathmark days, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
British
man,
Walkers and
Pathmark.
stuff. Back
Wow.
then. Back to the British Walkers.
Back to the British Walkers and mock necks.
And the Playboys. You know what I mean? Thank you, sir.
Gabardines and whatnot.
We going way back.
You know, Gabardines and pleats and MB5 motorcycles.
Yeah, we going way back.
And you know what? A lot of people wouldn't even know what the MB5 is, man. You know what I mean?
MB5.
You know, you only had two choices. You could get a red one or a black one. Ain't that right, Rod?
I had the red one.
You want to have a red one or a black one?
Yeah, my cousin had one of those.
Yeah. MB5, man. You know, and couldn't tell us nothing.
You know, nobody know about the moped anymore either.
Oh, you right, man.
Yeah.
And how about the moped, the one that folded? Remember the one that had the fold in it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, Pook, remember when Mac and Kevin got knocked over there by the post office?
Oh, yeah, that's
off
right.
of them MP5s?
That's right.
Both of them riding MP5s. One had a black one, had a red one.
Yep.
Both of them almost lost their life. And
Wow.
Mac walking like this for the rest of his life. Now.
Yeah, you're right.
Wow.
You're right.
He walking just like
You
this
right.
for the
Well,
rest of
listen,
his life.
if you're going to be part of the family
No,
show,
I know.
go sit down, man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, come on, man. You earned that. You earned that seat, man.
It get hot sometimes, though.
You earned that seat, man. Come on. You earned that, bro.
You know, come on, Dutch.
The whole show about friendships.
Join the show.
Talking about long time friendships.
Yeah, go ahead on.
You know what I mean? You earned that chair, man. Actually, you want to sit here? or in your playpen? I saw the documentary, man.
You know?
You got to stay there, man. Sit down, man.
Stay there, yeah, man. But you got
Dutch,
the red
bang,
mic.
bang.
Dutch got the red mic. We're going to turn the red mic on for Dutch. All
Check,
right, Dutch.
check 1, 2. Turn me up a little.
There you go. You should be good.
1, 2. Turn that down.
You're too good.
Yeah,
But yeah, you know, so today we're talking about what makes us family. So Ron, we're gonna slide over to you now, man. What makes people family?
Yeah, I think it's all of the above. I think it's DNA. I think it's blood. I think it's a connection. You know what I mean? Some people you meet and you just click with them. And, you know, we got family members, ain't no blood relation, but they're family.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
whenever there's a family get together, you know they showing up. You know, they got their place set, you know, because
no
you know.
invitation required.
You family.
Absolutely.
You know, back in the day, you didn't go in nobody's refrigerator.
No, you didn't.
That's how you knew you was family.
That's how you knew you was family, because you could go in the refrigerator and you might go in mom's and pop's bedroom.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But, you know, well, back in the day,
back
you know,
in the
like,
day, back in the day, absolutely.
yeah.
Because you know, there's certain places that's sacred, but once you become family, those doors are always open for you.
Oh,
always.
yeah. You
Always.
can go in the refrigerator and
Oh,
take
yeah.
what you want.
You walked in the door, you didn't even knock. You just opened the door and came on in. You know, absolutely, man.
You walk in the house, you say, hey, mom, hey, pops.
Hey, what up? You know, absolutely. Go ahead, Dutch. What you think, man?
Well, y'all know my situation.
Slide over a little more, Dutch. You ain't on the camera, man.
Oh,
you know,
you know I
slide.
be trying to hide. son.
Ain't no hiding. Slide on over, man.
You can hide as long as your audio coming out good.
Yeah. And pull that middle knuckle down. You know the rules, man. You know, you take
Yeah, I forgot, man.
You take over two. I'm about to tie
I'm not used to be. No, I'm
Slide
not.
over
I'm not
just a
used
little
to.
bit more. Just a little bit more. Get a little closer. Y'all can
There
slide.
we go.
There you go.
Yeah, but
Come on,
seriously,
Dutch. Slide a little more. Just a
Like-
little more. There you go. There you go.
my friendship with Ja, right?
Yeah.
Ja is my brother, but he's not my brother.
Mhm.
But my friendship with Ja is closer than one of my brothers and I.
Absolutely.
Because you know what I'm saying. Even though Ja younger than me,
Mm-hmm.
he taught me a little bit of things about responsibility and managing your bread.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and I'm gonna say this, and some people gonna take it away, and I really don't care. But I came from a single parent household. My mom's had 10 kids, and money structure
Mm-hmm.
was not allowed because she had 10 kids, and money management wasn't a part of the deal because everything went robbing Peter to pay Paul was something that she had to do, not that she wanted to do.
Had no choice.
Yeah. But when John and moved around, we got older, we was running together, and from what his moms was doing, because it was only 3 of them, 3 or 4, what his moms was doing, being the nurse, and had that structure already of that money management. That's what I needed, that money management, to know
Yeah.
that every time you got $1 in your pocket, you got to say you broke. Because, yeah, you got money in your pocket, but you got them bills over there in the corner.
Look, doing bad as a church mouse. My wrist's doing my baby need shoes. Y'all
Yeah.
know it.
Yeah, and I used to just be free willy with the dough, like boom, boom. We going to the club. Sure, let's get a bottle of Mo, Ja. Ja's like, bottle of Mo, $300 in the club. Let's pre-party before we go to the club and get one of them little nips and walk around with that nip all night, just to say we had a little bottle of the little nip of Mo
Yeah.
Right.
up at the Q Club, and
Hey,
that's
look.
what it was.
Hey, look, see, that's what the young bulls was doing. Cause see, when we was at the club, me and Rudd, we would put our American Express card on the bar, right? We would buy a couple bottles, so we would spend, $600-700, right? We would pull our card off the bar, right? Now we don't pay $500-600 for alcohol, right? But we sent those bottles to the players in the club that was in the music industry with our business card. So what happens? Everybody got an ego, right?
Absolutely.
So we done pulled our card back now. So now Puffy gonna want to send us a bottle. What they drinking over there? So Puff want to send us a bottle, and everybody in the game they sending us bottles back because we done sent them bottles because it's like you can't outshine me. I'm gonna send you 2 bottles. Y'all sent us 1. I'm gonna send you 2, right? So what did we do? We re-gifted those bottles to other people with business cards, and it cost us, $500-700, but we got,
Thousands of dollars.
we got
worth of business.
$100,000 worth of marketing done in the club for $500-700. You know what I mean?
That's a good investment.
So we wasn't popping bottles. We was sending bottles. You know what I mean? Because you always gotta outdumb people. You gotta think past go. And if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Ain't that right, Rod?
Yo, listen, I don't even, I never even like champagne like that.
Yeah.
That ain't even my drink. You know what I mean? It was just,
I don't even like beer.
it was trending.
It was trending. Yeah, you're right.
So that's all it was.
Well, I like a good beer.
It was trending. It was trending.
Champagne, but I like a good beer.
I can have a good beer. It has to be very cold. It
Now,
can't-
if Moet was one of our sponsors, I would drop a ditty on the Mo.
yeah.
But I don't know if I
No.
want to do that, man.
No, we ain't doing that.
But there was a version called the demi sec.
Demi-sec.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
cost a couple of more dollars,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it wasn't bitter. It didn't have that bitter taste of champagne.
Yeah, it was sweet. It was sweet.
Yeah, a girl I once knew put me on that. You know what I mean?
And the
Long
bottle,
ago.
the label was kind of pinkish and goldish, right? Am I not mistaken?
Yeah, that was a long time ago,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I don't know what I had for lunch yesterday. You asked me what color the bottle is.
Absolutely, because you know I was there. I was there with you, man. Look, I remember us being down in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, man. You know,
You left out one of the most important parts of that story. Since you giving them the jewels, because you know that technique still could work today.
absolutely.
But what was so different about that was that our business cards was crystal clear.
Yes.
That was the
You-
thing. The
you
cards
had-
was fascinating. Like we spent money on the cards.
You had the crystal clear one, and I had the green one.
Yeah,
You know?
but they were all see through.
All see
And nobody had to see
Nobody
it.
had
You wasn't writing.
Wow.
You wasn't writing numbers on the back of them
Nothing.
cards. Your
Nothing.
pen wouldn't even write on that. You're
Nothing.
like, nah, that's not scrap paper.
See-through
Nah.
That's something you put in your wallet
Right.
and you save it.
You
Like,
save it. You didn't even pick your teeth with it. You know what I mean? Keep that steak out from between your teeth with it.
Right.
that was the and actually we had Bear had the red ones.
Yeah, beer had red.
You had green.
Yeah.
I had the gray or the clear.
Yeah, the smoke.
But
smoke clear.
they was just that was something nobody had at that point.
Oh no, you know we always ahead of the
Trend
curve.
setters.
Yeah, we was
Yeah.
we were trending.
That's
Mhm.
right. And
That's
we
my
rolled,
word.
and again, we rolled this family because the family was so deep, you know, and they were all people that we all knew growing up. And it wasn't 6 degrees of separation. You know what I mean? And we send ring the alarm and say, okay, we going out to the Mike Tyson party. You know, the most memorable party was the Mike Tyson and little Kim had a party together. And I don't remember the club, you know, but we rolled up because we had all our uniforms on, basically. And the uniforms was our fancy cars. We all had fancy cars. You know what I mean? So when we rolled through, everybody was like, yo, who them cats right there? You know what I mean? Like, everything the young bulls is doing today, we was doing that 30 years ago. You know what I mean? And I never forget, Rudd had a spaceship. Rudd had this white spaceship, man. You know what I mean? That this white sable that was skirted out, it looked like their spaceship. You know what I mean? Rudd had that joint. It was so dope, I had to go buy me one. I was like, Rudd got a gray one, a white one. I wouldn't brought a gray one, man. I said, I need that in my life, man. I wouldn't brought a gray one, man. You know what I mean? But his car was pimped out, man, with everything. White wheels, the whole, yeah. I mean, this car was a spaceship back then, right? Then I had the BMW station wagon, you know, and I was able to get it a year before it actually was available in the United States, you know, because big shout out to my man Tommy G, you know, Tommy G and them at the Fayetteville BMW, they actually had one that was on display for people to place orders on, and I had a Burgundy 325 that I got in 1992, right? And I had that car for about 6 months, and they stole it.
Wow.
It got stolen in front of the hospital on Queens Boulevard, you know, down by the mall. So I called up Tommy G. I said, man, they done stole my car, man, blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. You know, he said, don't worry about it. You know, the insurance gonna take care of it, but look, I'm gonna write you up another car, man. What you want? I said, I want that green BMW station wagon you got. You know, he said, I can't sell you that, man. And he told me why. He said, let me call around. He called down to a dealership down in Miami, Florida, because like all the deals got shipped like one car for display, so people could take orders. So this was in, you know, 92. And the model was 93. And sure enough, the guy in Miami said, look, I'll sell you the car. I'll sell mine. You know what I mean? And Tommy G said, all right, ship me the car. So since they was shipping Tommy G the car from Miami, he gave me the green BMW station wagon that they had in their showroom. And man, let me tell you something. Between Rudd's Spaceship, my BMW wagon, Slick's BMW 325 pimped out.
The black joint.
Yeah, you know, I mean, let me tell you, it was so many hot cars, I just couldn't remember because we had stuff that the top rappers had and some didn't have. You know what I mean? I think the only dude that had better cars than us was Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? He had Bentleys and Rolls Royces and stuff like that.
I used to see Mike driving up Atlantic Avenue in a white Lamborghini truck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, like I said, he had the better cars, but I never forget, we rolled up to the party, man. You know, we were so dope with it, man. They had valet parking and all this other stuff. We pulled up, jumped out. We about 50 people deep, man. And all these celebrities was online, on the VIP line, going in one at a time, and security looked up at us and said, who y'all? We left the cars. We Hydra. You know the heads, you don't rush that. Oh, y'all Hydra? How many with y'all? All of them. They said, come on in. And I never forget, Foxy Brown, the Locks, and there was so many other artists. What was that boy name that sang that song? Carl Thomas.
Oh yeah,
You know,
emotional.
Yeah, with his emotional ass. Joe was on the line. Everybody, they all on the VIP line.
Right.
And they just walked like 50 of us in, like everybody like, who is these dudes, man? You know, we was BMF before BMF. You know what I mean? Isn't that right, Rod?
That is 100% right, sir.
Absolutely, man. And we was family. You know what I mean? We was family, man. So I gotta say this though. When it comes to being family, man, it don't take much, man. It don't have to do nothing, have nothing to do with your DNA. It can just be about a life experience that you have with somebody, man. You know, a friendship. You know, people that you went to school with, you know, you consider them as family. Because guess what? Back in the days, my parents was what I call neighborhood moms and dad. Everybody back then knew everybody's mother and father.
Mm-hmm.
So we had one big extended blended family. You know what I mean? And if you knew my mother and you knew my father, you was family. Because guess what? You can cut them out. There was a whole lot of people who would show up on Sunday because they knew it was going to be a great dinner. You know? They would come through and my mother would cook more than enough food because she knew that
Somebody was coming through.
somebody gonna stop by.
Always.
Somebody stopping by to eat, man. So she always made sure it was enough. And everything was family, man. Just like Thanksgiving, right? We just had Thanksgiving. You know, think about how back in the days you would just go from house to house to house to house to house to house to house. You know, come in, ain't nothing but love, sit down and eat till you want to go to sleep. You know what I mean? Get up and go to the next house. You know what I mean? And look here, man, you know, Rudd's parents, man, you know, his dad is like my dad right now. You know, my dad passed away, man, and Big Rudd, you know, I love him like I love my dad. You know what I mean? Because just to be able to sit and talk with Big Rudd and impart some information and knowledge, oh man, we family, man.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
That's my father too.
yo, and I don't mind sharing. Sharing is caring.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And it is a good thing, man. It's our job to do the same thing he did,
Absolutely.
just to somebody else. There's a lot of young people that need that same conversation. You know what I mean? So we just passing the torch, and each one teach one.
But and make no mistake, sometimes you know you fall out with family, right? You get mad at each other. Everybody get mad over something trivial. You know what I mean? But you ain't got to make a trivial situation something permanent. You know what I mean? You can get past it and get through it. You know, because guess what? Life is short. Tomorrow's not promised to anybody. And guess what? You can be mad at somebody today for some dumb stuff, right? That really don't make a difference. But if you get the news that something tragic happened to that person and you didn't mend the fence with them, or you all mad with each other over some trivial stuff, you kind of feel like a fool. Like, man, what we fell out over again? Sometimes you remember.
It ain't even worth it.
And sometimes you don't even remember. You know what I mean? So, people don't get it twisted. Sometimes family fall out with each other, and you know what? You just stop talking for a little while, and you get over it, and then one day you bump into each other, you see each other, you have a conversation, and guess what? It's just like nothing ever happened, and that's what family is to me.
You know what the problem is? Why people fall out after their family is a lot of times that's the one that hurts them worse. The person that that was my family and they did X, Y, and Z. So that a regular person, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? But once
You're
somebody's family and they do certain things,
You're right. You're right.
that's when it's like
You're right.
you got to take a step back. You be like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, that hurts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm going to steal the line from my man. He told me this a long time ago, man.
What's that?
He said, it's never what you expect, it's what you inspect.
Absolutely.
And that's deep if you really think about it,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
sometimes we got to inspect each other.
Yeah.
And we got to inspect ourselves to see where we at and where our heart is at on certain situations, man. But for me, pretty much, if I friend you, I mean, you're a friend for life. Even the dog. You know what I mean? Down to the pet. You know what I mean? That's my guy. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
Shout out to
what it is.
Tiger. Word, that's my guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Speaking of that, yo, T,
What's up, man?
your family abandoning you, man.
Oh yeah, I know.
Mia,
Me and
now Tiger Woo is just like Terrell.
Yeah.
He about to be gone, so she about to be over there with him.
Yeah, Mia packed up and left the house, man. Packed her little bag up.
Packed the bag up.
She bounced, took her wee pads and everything.
Wow.
She said, I'm out of here, man.
Took her bone and broke out. Huh?
Yeah, man. She was like, you know what? I'm grown now. I'm emancipated from you. I'm out. I'm gonna come every now and then check on you, make sure you're all right. Then all of a sudden, now Tiger Woods, she like funny styling me, man. I'm like, baby girl, what's going on? You know?
Right.
Terrell come around, she go jump on his lap. She taking pictures with him, like, yeah,
Wow.
check this out. You know what I mean?
But you know who the superstar was, though, right, Dutch?
Yeah.
The superstar was on Ming.
Oh, Ming
Ming was
my man.
Ming was like the magnet.
Ming
You know what I mean?
and Daisy. I used to ride around with Ming in my BMW convertible, right? Had this burgundy BMW convertible with the TVs in the headrest. I had the sound system that was done by them cats out in L.A. Well, remember those dudes that had the TV show?
Yeah.
Yeah. They had
The little fat guy, Spanish guy.
yeah. They did the sound system in this car. You
That's
know
the
what I
show
mean?
Exhibit was on, right?
No.
No. It was another
What
one.
was their name?
Uh-uh.
Elite Unique Autos or something like
It was
that.
West Coast something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, West Coast something.
Yeah.
But they did the sound systems, and I actually brought that car from my man Money Rock, rest his soul. Myron J. He had it, right, and he had got the system done and all that stuff in it. And Myron had a seizure while he was riding his motorcycle.
Wow.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. You said rest his soul, Money Rock?
Yeah, well, they were the Big Head twins. I called them both Money Rock.
Oh, okay,
You know what I mean?
okay.
They were brothers.
All right.
Money Rock's brother.
Okay, nah, because
Nah, he said Myron.
Myron.
Okay,
yeah,
my
but,
bad.
But we used to call them both Money Rock and the Big Head twins.
Right.
They were the Big Head twins.
Right.
Because they were brothers, and they were born the exact same year, just months apart. So I called them, they were 9 months apart. So
Right.
They were the Big Head twins. You know what I mean? So anyway, Myron had that car, and Myron passed away because he had a seizure while he was riding his motorcycle, and he fell and somebody hit him.
Damn.
And Myron didn't survive. So, big shout out to his mother, may she rest in peace, because, she just passed away recently from COVID,
Wow.
and, she called me up and she said, you know, Money Rock, Nows, they called me up one day and was like, you know what, man, you know, we're gonna liquidate some of Myron's stuff because, you know, his family, his kids gonna need money for different things, and ain't nobody old enough to drive these cars, the truck, the this, the that, because he had just brought a big, beautiful home on Long Island with the in-ground pool and all that stuff, you know, and they said, yo, you wanna buy one of these cars, man? Because I would rather you guys, his people, have the car, his stuff, than just sell it willy-nilly, you know? And I said, sure, I'll take it, you know? And his mother, Joyce, may she rest in peace. Like I said, she just passed away recently from COVID. She gave me the keys, she gave me the title, and know what she said? Because we were family.
Mm-hmm.
Right? She said, take the car, go do what you got to do, and this is the number. I know you're going to pay me. Take it. And she literally gave me the car because she knew I was good for it.
On trust, right?
You know what I mean? Because we were family. And you know what? She gave me a number that I'm not going to say, but, you know, it's a number that most people got to finance a car at, right? Because the car was pimped out. It was worth a lot of money. She gave me the number, and I said, look here, I'm going to bring some money for you. Give me about a week. I have some money for you, you know. And I paid her in installments, believe it or not, for this car, you know. And I kid you none, I paid her $5,000 a month for this car. Because at the time, you know, we had problems and money wasn't one of them, you know, but I paid a lot of money for that car. And once a month, I came by and said, here's a check for $5,000. You know what I mean? And, you know, but we could do that because we were family. And you know what? Until the day she passed away, you know, we were still family. You know, we communicated on social network and Facebook, and we followed each other, and we were just always family because family is family. You know what I mean? And that's another reason why I did a little video earlier today on social network. When you came in, Ron, I was wrapping up a video talking about this COVID thing and how it affects us. You know, because one of the things that affected me was Joyce passing away. You know, and that's just one person of many who I know that I considered family that died from COVID. And unfortunately, I couldn't even attend the funeral because of COVID.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that hurts more than anything else, that people that lost family members to COVID, who you couldn't even go see them in the hospital. You couldn't even go to the funeral. And they just really started releasing some of the restriction on funerals lately. Because in the midst of this thing, they said, 10 people, that's it. Nobody else. They didn't even let you rotate 10 out and 10 in. No, they said 10 people, that's it. You know what I mean? So, you know, family again is family. And you know, there's certain things that happen with people that's family. You know what I mean? People that's family. I remember there was 2 friends of ours growing up that as we got older, you know, one kid was a foster kid, and, you know, he hit 18, and the family was like, all right, you gotta go. No more checks. You can't stay here. You gotta go. Right? And he went out to the world, and he was what they consider a lost boy, you know. And I'm not talking about the rap group Lost Boy. He was just a lost boy out there trying to make it on his own. He was literally homeless at 18 years old. So God knows what he went through and what he did. But he was gone for a couple years, right? And one day, he showed up at my house, at my mother's house. And he was clearly homeless. He didn't smell good. He didn't look good. He was filthy. And my mother looked at him, and his name was Jerome. And she said, she cried. She said, come on in. You hungry? You know? She fed him. Said, here, man, go upstairs, take a shower. You know what I mean? And he had no clothes. She said, this is all I got. She said, don't worry about it. Take it, I'm going to throw this stuff in the washing machine for you. My mother didn't even do that. She said, go up in there and take you a long shower. She called my father. And my pops was like, word, Alright, I got you. My pops came home with some jeans, some sneakers, some underwear. It was like, where's Jerome at? Here, man, we got some stuff for you. And you know what? Jerome stayed in my mother's house for about 3 months. You know what I mean? Because they consider him family. Because he went away. Nobody knew where he went, right? But he came back to where he knew he would be okay. Where he should have just came there right away. Because he would have been accepted into the household. Because my mom and dad was neighborhood moms and dad. And you know what? He got himself together. My parents helped him get all the things he needed to get together. And he went to the military. You know what I mean? He didn't go to prison. He didn't get murdered. He went to the military. And, you know, the last time I talked to Jerome, one of the things that he said that, you know what? If it wasn't for your mother and your father, I don't know what would happen to me. He said, because I was ready to give up. If they didn't let me in the house that day, he said he was going to kill himself.
Damn. Wow.
You know what I mean? You know? So, family. Again, what makes people family? You know?
You know, we all got those uncles and aunties, right? That you just accepted them as your aunt or your uncle.
I'm on here.
Wasn't really no blood relation, but it didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
That was auntie, that's your uncle.
Mm-hmm.
And you went with that.
Absolutely.
That was my Aunt Sarah. I know TP probably know her.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
From 135th and
Yes.
back road. My Aunt Sarah was
Yes.
like my mother's best friend. And her and Sheila is like you said, family. Even though they wasn't blood related, but to this day, I call Sheila sis. Because, you know, her mother and my mother was so close. And it was just crazy because I remember being in spots that I wasn't supposed to be, because Sarah was like the big dog on the boulevard as far as a female. And, you know, it was, remember the store that used to be a toy store on the corner of 135th and Rockaway?
Mm-hmm.
Sarah used to take me in there and buy me toys every day. That was where I got my first Long Ranger from.
Wow.
And the horse.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the Long Ranger and the horse. I was the dude.
He
But
talk about Sam and Elsie's.
Mm-hmm.
Sam and Elsie's. Yep, that's the store. Yep.
So you know how long I've been in that neighborhood. So it's like even people that wasn't close knit to the blocks that we're on. Like you had some backstreet cats that became family.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, we stuck together because we was on our side of Foch or our side of Rockaway.
Or outside of the bridge.
Yeah, or our side of the bridge. But then when you go across Rockaway and go into them back streets, great family friends. They family, but they were friends from back there that I never thought I would have.
Absolutely.
But I got to add on to my man Ron, because you know me and Ron we in sync on a lot of stuff, man. He right. You accept all the little like you said, the aunts and uncles, and like Dutch said, except for one thing you can't accept. And it's another show. You can't accept Uncle Leroy.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, why? And why you got called Uncle Leroy?
Yeah.
You know,
We don't know who Uncle Leroy. This your Uncle Leroy.
Yeah.
And he was the one.
Mr. Leroy.
He was the one that moms and pops say, "Don't open the door unless I'm here.
That's right.
Don't open the door for Leroy.
Because
If I'm here, you can let him in."
Because Uncle Leroy, he was always the one at the family gathering that you had to remind your uncle. She family.
Right.
She
Yeah.
family. She family.
Right.
You know? Uncle Leroy, man. You know what I mean? Jesus H. Christ, boy. I tell you, man.
Well, they don't call me the most interesting for nothing, man. I gotta
Oh,
keep it
yeah.
interesting, man. Don't forget about
Yeah.
Uncle Leroy. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Real blood family is funny, man. Like, you could be at a family reunion and it still clicks.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody in there click. Like, the whole point of a family reunion is to get
Everybody
to know the
together.
other people, right?
Yeah.
But at this table, the New York people over here in North Carolina sitting together, you still really,
separated.
You still
Don't know one another.
Yeah, you still hanging with your clique, and
Yeah.
everybody cliquish, and
Yeah.
No, but listen.
it's crazy.
I got a funny family reunion story, right? You know, see, we would come to the family reunion with these big sombreros. You know, because there's always somebody in the family that do something dumb at the family reunion, or they show up with the wrong person in tow. So that's when you put the big sombrero on and you pull it down over your head and your face, and everybody sitting there with this sombrero on. You know you're talking about the whole damn family. That's how you talk about your family,
Right.
underneath the sombrero. You know what I mean? Like, yo, like, you see that funky ass bro he got here with him? Oh, look at her. Look at how tight that little dress she is. You know what I mean? And then there's Uncle Leroy.
Uh-oh.
Man, his girl, she fine than a motherfucker. Yeah, Uncle Leroy.
Come here, precious.
She's a hooker. She's a hooah. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. That was our thing, man. Them sombreros, man. Put them sombreros on, man. We're gonna talk about everybody right now. You know what I mean?
So yo, I was very fortunate, man, to have I had multiple sets of friends, man. I had my Brooklyn squad that I grew up with.
Mhm.
I lived on the same block, you know, from the hospital to where I came home. I was a Herkimer Street bully, you know.
Mhm.
Herkimer Street is the home.
Mhm.
And some of these guys that I grew up with, they still, I don't even call them family. Those are my brothers. Those are my brothers. And we might not speak that often or whatever, but believe me.
But you know what? Believe it or not, part of the show topic that I had, you know, was 25 years makes us family, right? In most cases, right? But the reason why I put 25 years is because guess what? After about 10 years, you became a cousin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know? And then anything after 10, 15 years, you no more a cousin. You know what I mean? Because you hit about 20 years, 25 years, that's my brother. That's my sister. You know what I mean? We became brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? So you 100% right there. You know, like they're not cousins anymore.
Yeah, they
They
got
not
elevated.
friends.
They got
That's
promoted.
that's my brother.
Oh,
and
yeah.
sister. So you know, like that's why people talk about. You hear the cliche words, oh, my brother from another mother, and all this other stuff. People don't know where that came from. You know what I mean? Because we so tight. We tight in the skin of Frank. That's my brother. You know what I mean? Listen, we gonna eat out the same plate. You know what I mean? We gonna drink out the same bottle. You know, because that's my brother. You know what I mean? And yes, I'm my brother's keeper. Because guess what? You know what? Case in point, me and Rudd can go somewhere, and we have a difference of opinion with somebody, right? Now, Rudd is always the voice of reason. I'm the hothead. I'm the hothead. Rudd is the even kill level-headed dude, right? Now, just imagine you sitting there, and then, you know, it's about to pop off. Everybody think it's gonna be a one-on-one because Rudd's even killed, right? And they watching me, watch his hand. Oh, he got his feet planted. He about to swing on me. And there are people over there at Rudd just sitting over there chilling like, ain't nothing going down. As soon as I move, what Ludacris said, when I move, you move, just
Right.
like that.
Right.
Man, as soon as I flinch, Rudd's already on. Bang! Rudd done hit him before I did. You know what I mean? And they get hit on the side of the head. By the time they look, then I hit him. Bang! You know what I mean? Because guess what? That's how we get down. That's how we get down for the get down.
That's how it used to be back in the day.
Absolutely. Don't blink.
Nope.
Don't blink because my brother got me. My brother got me.
That's why, even with family though, you gotta ask questions, man.
Mm-hmm.
When they call you, yo, I need you over here. All right, what you do?
Yeah.
Some
what's
people you
up?
don't gotta
What's
ask.
up?
Some
Right.
people you don't gotta ask.
Right.
Yeah.
You already know the person well enough.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
if he calling me, it's real. Some people don't. I don't care if they're your family or not.
Right.
You gotta ask the
You
question.
gotta ask questions sometimes.
Yeah.
So Dutch, why are we going over there? What you do?
Definitely.
And look, he tell you a story, you be like, but I swore it was over a hole. I'm not going over there. It was over a hole. Nah, we don't do that. You know what I mean? Let me go over here and holler at this
Yeah,
dude
you
and tell him what
did.
it
You
could
did
be.
what?
Nah, man. You know, you
You
was
got
digging-
caught in that man's crib?
Oh.
You know what I mean?
You was digging in his cream?
Yeah.
You was in his cream? Oh, no, man. Dutch weird.
Not at the hotel.
You
You was
on
at
your
the
own.
crib. You're not at a hotel.
Yeah,
You're
you on
technically
your own
there.
with that
is-
one.
You
And
just
the
violated.
thing is, OGs will tell you, we done told you about that.
That's
we
right.
done warned you about being. You never go to her grave.
Nope,
Several
nope,
times
nope, nope,
before.
nope, nope,
Several
nope.
times before. What you doing, Dutchy Bang Bang
Mhm.
Langer? But if they move on you, as soon as they make a move, we got to do what we got to do. Because I know Dutchy Bang was foul. I'm going to go have a conversation. Let me holler at you, bro. When I hit you with the bruh, you know it's serious. Let me holler at you, bro.
Like, I know I messed up.
I know what he did was foul.
Right, right.
But I'm asking you to give him a pass, forgive him. He ain't never going to do it again. You know, we going to deal with him. You know what I mean?
And don't forget the other part. And now you know
Yeah.
it's not yours. It's just your turn.
It's just-
Don't get twisted over
and
this.
we got to give them a disclaimer and let them know, bro, it ain't going to read well in the
Yeah,
newspaper.
it's
Right.
no reason for us to be fighting like this.
So
Right.
guess what? Y'all can wild out and somebody will be dead, somebody going to be in prison, and she going to be blowing the next dude.
Right.
And not even a week later, she going to have a new dude, you know what I mean, gagging. She's going to be gagging on the next dude.
Right.
You figure they don't need with a shovel
Oh yeah.
and the line?
And the line.
You know what I mean? So, after you explain that to them, dude, you feel disrespected by him, but you really should be feeling disrespected by her. You know what I mean? So, ain't no need y'all going to war over that, but Dutchy Bang was foul. He knew that was your bubble nut, your knucklehead, and you know what? He had a weak moment, and she was just being who she is, right? So leave Dutch alone. We're going to deal with it. But, you know Dutchy Bang is that's my family, right? Let's get this clear. So you know if y'all do something to Dutchy Bang, right? You know we coming, right? So let's, we good? Everything ain't gonna be everything, right? Because if not, we can do it right now. Let's get it over with. We good? And then we part our way, everybody be happy. Then we go cuss Dutchy Bang out. That's not enough, what kind of dick in the
Right,
this
right.
kid, man? Like, come on, man.
But
You know what I mean?
she tripped and fell on it.
Yeah, she tripped and fell off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I ain't even do nothing.
I ain't, yeah. Right? Boy, I tell you, these jokers, man. See what happens when they family? The things
Yeah.
you gotta go through, man. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, big shout out to my man Demetrius De Jesus, man. My man True, right? True's my brother. You know what I mean? Because True and them broke me in when I went to public school. They, him and his brother Starborn, God rest his soul, while they were all clowning me for coming to school with an attache case and a pocket protector and all this other stuff, right? Coming from, Wooden Academy, and, different route, right? So anyway, they broke me in, but they broke my chops. You know what I mean? So, as we became family, God rest his soul, little Inf, right? Inf was the little dude. I mean, Inf was the little dude. Inf was about 16 years old, right? Now, we gorillas and goons at this point. Little Inf got mad at me and punched me in the face. Little Inf punched me in the face, because I punched his brother in the face. You know what I mean? For what his brother did to me. I punched him in the face, right? But we all family.
Right.
We do family fights sometime, right? But Inf was a little, like 15, 16 years old. He can't defend his brother. He punched me in the face. I looked at Inf, I was like, he punched me in the face. All I could do was laugh.
Right.
Me and True, I was like, yo, Inf just punched me in the face. Yo. And he was ready to fight.
Right.
But we family. You know what I did? I grabbed him and hugged him. I said, I love you, you big head, stupid little, you know what I mean?
Right.
Don't ever punch me in the face again.
Yeah, don't do that again. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but,
got that off.
but that's what family do, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's some of the things family do, man. We fuss and we fight. We even get physical sometimes. But it's just temporary. It's just temporary.
Yeah, it passes.
You know what I mean? It's temporary.
Yeah, I gotta shout out my man Mark Giles, man. He out in on the other side of the country right now, but he was one of the first people I met when I came to Queens, man. He actually he put me on to some things, man, that turned out to be some other like long-term friendships and relationships, man. He was working on the truck crew at Pathmark out in
Mhm.
Five Towns.
5 Town Pass.
So I came out
The
I'm
original White Label
18.
spot.
Yeah, I need a job. And he was like, yo, I'm gonna talk to my peoples, and I'm gonna see if I can get you on the truck crew. You know what I mean? See if he could get me on the truck crew. He got me on the truck crew. Man, that was crazy. Him and I just bonded. We was working together. Truck crewed out, and in that same little mall was Pergamont back then.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I
Z-Pat
met
and Sugar Bear.
That's what I met Z-Pat, Sugar Bear. These guys still, friends. That had to be That had to be like 40 years ago. 40, maybe 40, maybe even a little plus.
Yeah.
But Maurice too. God rest his dead. DJ Roski.
Yeah.
And what was unique about that situation was that it was right by Kennedy Airport, Five Towns, and half of the people came from like Far Rockaway side, and the other half came from the Queens side. So I got to meet like a lot of people.
Yeah, man.
I got to meet a whole network of people just working at that store.
We used to go out there from Brooklyn, from Bed-Stuy.
Yeah.
And my moms and my sister would be inside shopping. Me and my pops would go behind Pathmark and go fishing.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
I remember people used to be back there fishing.
Me and Pops was back there.
See, so you know exactly what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he know about Snake Road.
Oh,
You know about
yeah.
Snake Road?
Oh, yeah.
No, what's the original name of it?
I don't know.
It's
It
a
was Snake
canal.
Road when I met
It's
there.
a canal. I can't remember the name of the canal.
We call it, no, it's Brookville Boulevard. No, it's Snake Road. It's Snake Road. It actually was called Brookville Boulevard.
Right.
But to everybody that knew it was Snake Road. You know
Right.
what I mean? Because that's what, it went like that there. It was
Right.
Snake. It was Snake Road, man.
Take the 113 bus down that joint.
Snake Road, baby.
The brown bus back in the day.
Absolutely. But Dutchy Bay, we're going to take a music break right quick. So you need to go in there and jump on the ones and twos so we can give a music break. We about to get our Coquito.
Oh, no doubt.
We about to,
Coquito's the bomb.
we about to get it on and whatnot. So hey y'all sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. We talking about what makes us family, 25 years of friendship. But like I said, after about 10, you a cousin. After 15, you definitely become a brother or sister to me. And 25 years, man, you know what? I'm ready to put my life on the line for you.
There you
man.
go.
You know what I mean? After 25 years, man, I'm going all the way out with you. So Dutchy Bang, you know what? He gonna jump on here. He gonna give us some jugga. He gonna give us some great music, man, and we gonna come back and we gonna finish this story of friendship and family, and it's so much more for us to go through and touch base on. So y'all know what it is that we do right here at Genesis Radio on the TP Square Show. We give you, like we say, you hear what you love what you hear. We just some regular dudes from down the street having conversations, and we bump our gums. And we'll be right back, y'all.